Hi, we are live from a bathroom. So, I've missed I think I missed a day because of all the hurricane stuff that was going on in Florida, which is my home state. So, I'm not sure exactly what day I'm truly on. I know this is day 18 for this video, but I think we're technically on day 19. Anyways, I was meditating today and I was aiming for 2 hours and I got to about an hour and a half because I got really tired. And I mentioned in last video that the only time you should really stop meditating is 1, of course, an emergency, but 2, if you're hungry, 3, if you're tired. So I had to tap out. An hour and a half seems to be my benchmark for, longest time for meditating. But what I noticed in that hour and a half was I started doing this thing. This is a very personal thing, by the way. I don't think anybody should do this just because I said so. Like I said, I'm not tutorial self-help. But when I am sitting or even sometimes laying, because I can do that without falling asleep, depending how, energetic I am, how much energy I have, I try not to cross my arms like this. I used to do this a lot. And I know from body language that this is closing yourself off to someone. It's being closed off, it's being guarded, almost a place of fear, almost as if like you're hunched over too. That's also a fear-based visual cue. So when I meditate, I'm trying to release myself. I'm trying to basically surrender to the things that I've been trying to hold off, that I've been trying to not accept. So I uncross my arms and I have to, readjust myself because I'm so used to crossing my arms just because it's comfortable, not because I'm trying to be closed off. But I just know it's kind of like a physical cue, and I purposely have my arms open like this and my hands open like that when I'm sitting. Or I go like this. I do the very classic meditation pose. Or just let my hands go down. My arms are like this and my hands are open. I just do that because it reminds me physically that I am succumbing myself. I'm surrendering myself to everything. Surrendering to all. To my emotions, to my thoughts. But it's really not surrendering. It's letting yourself be a space for your emotions and your thoughts to do whatever they want. And separating yourself from all that, not identifying yourself with your old stories, your old identities, your emotions, your thoughts, what happened that day or that week, It's really letting all that stuff float around, do its thing, and just separate itself from you. So the only way to get over pain is to go through it. The only way out is through. So it's okay to sit with pain or sit with boredom, frustration, sadness, joy, overexcitement, overstimulation. It's okay to sit with that stuff. When we accept the whole spectrum of our emotions is when we have true transformation. When we love and accept all parts of ourselves, that's the ticket. That's the way you win at the game of life, is to really accept all of you. But in order to do that, you must surrender to things that you have no control over. You can't control where you're from or what you look like to a certain extent, who your parents were, the opportunities that were given to you. Everyone has different resources or different opportunities that are given to them. Some people don't have anything at all, but most people do. And meditation allows me to just remember I have to surrender to things I don't control. And that right there, loving and accepting all parts of yourself and surrendering your complete self to the things you don't have any control over, all of that right there is true strength, is true power. And that's what I'm talking about. When I meditate, I am so much more light and free and flowing, and I'm just ready to do things. Today was kind of another rest day. I slept in until about 2 p.m. and I'm pretty lethargic most of the day, but I didn't beat myself up for that at all. I had been tired. It's been an extremely stressful week. I had to put life on pause essentially for this hurricane and evacuating and preparing everything for that, and then communicating with everyone to make sure they're safe and have all the information that they need. I was posting evacuation routes and tips. So I let myself rest today, and I'm so glad that I did. My body totally needed it. Bad. And normally I would. But I can't control that I'm tired. I'm accepting that, hey, I'm tired. I need to let my body rest. I can't do anything else. Even if I really, really want to, my body can only do so much. So I'm surrendering to this moment. I'm being in the moment and being like, my body needs rest more than everything else. Boom. Got it. Now, sometimes people can't always do this, and I realize that. Sometimes it's not possible. But when you can, it's worth it. I think in most cases you can. So truly surrendering is truly being strong. I think people, they try to only feel happy. They don't allow themselves to feel angry or sad. They try to cut those things off. And that's when they start getting into distractions and addictions and toxic relationships and not connecting to themselves, essentially. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel all your emotions. No emotion is worse or better than the other. They all are indicators for your body and your mind to respond to. Not just respond to, but to listen to. They're teachers. They're trying to tell you something. People are afraid of their emotions. People are afraid of other people's emotions. I know I am. That's something I still have to be aware of. That's why I keep my meditation up. Francesca used to be a person that would be very anxious to feel someone else sad or angry. But maybe they needed to go through that. And maybe they couldn't go through it by themselves, so they wanted someone to just listen, or just be there, or just hug them, or whatever. They didn't need you to fix it, or make it go away, or to shame them for it. That's something I'm realizing. Especially in intimate relationships, too. Someone doesn't need their partner to constantly try to shoo away their emotions. That's the opposite of being intimate and vulnerable. Sometimes you can just share that space with each other, and that alone is a very sacred, personal, intimate thing. But anyways, the emotions are bad. Surrendering is not bad. Doesn't mean you do whatever, you just don't do anything with your life. It just means that you let your emotions be themselves. Like, just let them do what they want to do. Emotions will not kill you. They can be teachers, and they can allow you to get to the next thing, the next transformation, the next level of you, or unpeeling the next layer of you. Because we're constantly undoing. When we're meditating, we're undoing things. We are sitting with emotions so long that we're getting underneath what is really causing it, or what it's really trying to tell us. And that's really empowering. You're not a victim to your emotions or your thoughts or your past stories or your past identities that they don't run you. They're not stable. Emotions are temporary, Identities are mass Stories are temporary as well. We sit with that stuff, surrender to the moment, surrender to things we can't have control over, then all that melts away, and we have this new, deeper found sense of ourselves and just knowledge and awareness. That's the big thing, is awareness. And that's powerful stuff right there. Being able to observe and watch the things that go on inside you. Not being afraid of that. And it gives you so much freedom. Keep meditating, guys. Keep self-connecting. Keep loving yourself, thereby loving the others around you. And stay sexy, friends. I'll see you soon. Bye.